Hello, tubers. How are you today? Well, today I have a special promotion for all new subscribers, and it's a brand new rosary prayer bead necklace, as you can see there on the screen. Very pretty. I think it will be wonderful for you to use it. And as a new subscriber, you will get the rosary prayer necklace. It's going to take about 4 to 5 weeks. Please be patient. I'm only one person, and it'll come out to you free. You won't have to pay, not even for postage. I'm going to take care of the postage, and I'm going to take care of the necklace for you, the rosary bead necklace. And of course, once you receive the prayer necklace, you will become a soldier in the army that basically is fighting for our Virgin Mary, our Holy Mother, becoming a soldier for this channel and becoming a soldier for the Virgin Mary, which I think is important because we need all the help we can get to battle all the demons and devils that is plentiful in the society around us. And it'd be my pleasure to get it out to you. Please be patient, and like I always say, God bless. Hello, tubers. How are you today? Well, I hope you're having a good day. I'm coming out with another video, and today I'm going to talk about a topic, and the topic of today is loneliness. Loneliness. Yes, loneliness. And I have in front of you on the screen Genesis 2, and that's the New International Version, and this is coming from the website called BibleGateway.com. Got to give them their just desserts. Going down to verses 18 and number 20, trying to make a point here. It says here, the Lord God said, it is not good for man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him. Then later it says, now the Lord God had formed out of the ground all the wild animals and all the birds in the sky. He brought them to the man to see what he would name them. And whatever the man called each living creature, that was its name. So the man gave names to all the livestock and the birds in the sky and the wild animals, all the wild animals. But for Adam, no suitable helper was found. Okay? So basically, in here in Genesis 2, verses 18 and 20, basically it's saying here that God was he was contemplating that he had to get Adam a suitable helper, somebody to help him, a mate. It's not good for man to be alone. Not good for man to be alone. Okay. And then it says here, I have to get him a suitable helper. A suitable helper. So this was on God's mind, right here. And then looking at today's statistics, I have here an article from Fortune going back to May 1st of 2018. And it says here, a new study was found that nearly half of all Americans feel lonely. Health insurer Cigna took a nationwide survey of 20,000 adults and found that 54% of the respondents said that they feel like no one actually knows them well. Additionally, 56% of the people said the people they surround themselves are not necessarily with them, and approximately 40% that said that they lack companionship, their relationships aren't meaningful, and that they feel isolated from others. All right. And it goes here a little bit further down that half of all Americans view themselves as lonely. David Cordini, chief executive of Cigna, said, I can't help but be surprised by that, the man said. It says here also the survey found that younger Americans are hit harder by loneliness. the generation born between mid 90s and early 2000s, which is, I guess, the Z generation, is coming to age now and feels lonely the most. Those respondents had an average loneliness score of 48.3 compared to the average score of all Americans of 44. And the way it goes is the higher the number, the more lonely you are. Millennials, meanwhile, scored 45.3. The baby boomers and the greatest generation scored just below the American average at 42.4 and 38.6, which to me is kind of amazing because to me, I would think the older you get, the more chance that you would become lonelier. Um, for example, like widows, right? When you may say you're married, my mom was married to my dad for many years, and when he passed away, you become lonely or lonelier because you're missing your mate, your partner that you had for your whole life or most of your life. But here it's stating that the young people of the mid 90s, say somebody was born in 1995, they're what? They're like 20 years old, 23 years old, 25 years old, or younger. These people are early 2000s, and they're already lonely. Man, if you're lonely now and you're 18 and 20 years old, wait till you hit 60. Man, you're really gonna be lonely. Another thing here. Now, it's not just isolated to the United States. Here it says the number of marriages in South Korea totaled just over 280,000 last year, its lowest level since 1974. Now they're saying that this phenomenon is a combination of factors like uh, youth unemployment, difficulties in finding housing, the marrying population are getting older, they're waiting longer to get married. Uh, but it says here down here it says um, it shows here that it says this marked the first time since 1976 that the number of total marriages in a year came in below 300,000 people, or 300,000 marriages, right? The rate of decline was the steepest since the post-foreign exchange crisis year of 2000. The crude marriage rate, referring to the number of marriages per 1,000 people, fell to 5.5, its lowest level since statistics were first compiled in 1970. It's 1970, you're talking about almost 50 years ago. So the marriage rate has fell to 5.5 out of 1,000 people. So if you have 1,000 people, only 5 are married. That's really low. Is that right? Anyway, it's really sobering. These statistics are very sobering. And I can go into the UK. The UK, they're having problems with loneliness. A lot of the aged are complaining that they're lonely. Loneliness is going all around. It's all around us now, and it's a God. It's against God. It's very much against God because it says it's not good for man to be alone, and that's why God made Eve. So, people, please try not to be lonely. Gather in groups. If you're lonely, I mean, you can always try to reach out to me.